I'm not imaginary. That's why I'm not an actor.
If you do a good job, I'll pay you $20.
Dad, oh my God. Dad, I'm annoyed. You're annoying me. Dad, stop. Help, I'm turning into my dad.
Hello and welcome to
Help!
I'm Turning Into My Dad. This is the show that will help you not turn into your dad.
I don't know if we're going to do that.
Why?
I don't know.
Anyway, my name is Tio Nico.
I'm Lindsay.
She doesn't like that I say that, but that's what you call me.
I know.
All right. So I'm the uncle. This is the niece.
I'm Lindsay.
Thanks for introducing yourself again.
Anytime.
And I am the middle-aged person of the show, and this is the halfway to middle-aged person of the show.
Again, I think that it makes me sound really old when you say that.
You are halfway to over the hill.
Okay, whatever.
All right. Anyway, so I work in schools and have had a fantastic end of the school year because I was asked to long-term sub in a gym class. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit about me. And this gym class was for 3-year-olds to second graders. And I was able to show off my athletic prowess.
What athletic prowess?
To all of the children.
I'm sure they were awed by your flawless athletic abilities.
They're very much in awe. It was a really good experience, not only for me, but for them. They loved every minute of having me as their gym teacher.
Even the kid who got hit in the head with a wiffle ball?
I didn't hit him in the head with a wiffle ball. I didn't. And now I have to tell the story, which I'm happy to. So what happened was we were doing the lesson on pickleball.
Pickleball?
And I know it's an old person game, and we're teaching it to the kindergartners.
Help, I'm turning into my dad.
I didn't set the curriculum. I was doing my job.
I believe you.
So all these kids were about 5 to 8 feet in front of me sitting on the floor. And I was going to demonstrate a forward swing using a wiffle ball.
As one does.
Of course. So I thought, I'm an adult. I can control how hard and where I hit a ball.
With your stellar athletic abilities.
Absolutely. I'm in great physique shape. And so I take a swing and I do a nice backswing and I'm coming forward and I'm really proud of my swing and I hit the ball as hard as I could. That was a bad idea. Mm-hmm. I hit it as hard as I could and it went inches over this 5-year-old's head. I think I saw his hair move in the breeze. And it could have been really bad. I could have whacked the kid in the face with a wiffle ball, hitting it as hard as I could. That would not have been
You would have lost your job.
Well, so this was the funny thing. At recess, the kindergarten teacher was playing with the kids, and she kicked a soccer ball and hit a kid in the head. And she's like, I kicked it as hard as I could. I didn't think I was going to hit him in the head.
What is going on at that school?
We could have been on the news. Multiple teachers were let go today for hitting children with sporting equipment.
Child abuse.
No. It was near misses. But anyway, I learned a lesson not to show off in the direction of the children.
Yeah, turn it away.
I could have hit the ball towards the wall, and next time I will do just that. Mm-hmm. Close call, lesson learned.
If they ever let you in a gym class again.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's a little bit about me and a little bit about you.
I am going into my sophomore year of college. I'm studying to be a elementary and middle special ed teacher.
Look at all the lessons I'm teaching you.
Oh my.
This is great.
So much information to draw off of.
Exactly. And lots of stories.
Oh, yeah.
And I have plenty more for this podcast that we'll get into. So if you have children or you want children or you are a child.
Or you're a teacher.
You will learn so much listening to this show. So we welcome you aboard. I'm also in the dance world because of my stunning physique. I work in the dance community, and that is going strong right now. There are tons of recitals happening, and I've had the pleasure of witnessing so many great moments on stage.
Oh, yes.
I'll go ahead and do your job for you. So, Nick, can you give us an example of a memory?
What's an example of the greatest memory of an on-stage performance that you
she's now learning how to do a podcast.
experienced?
Best one ever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, best one ever.
Only the best.
I'm never gonna tell a better story or have a better thing to share than right now.
Oh my.
So, we're watching this dance,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lot of like, it's high school girls, and there's like a couple younger ones who might not have been as busty as some of the other performers on stage. So
we're talking about children.
she felt that it was important to, put some things in her shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I can only tell the story, Lindsay, because it actually happened. So during this big jump and turn, these chicken cutlets fly out of her shirt and go thump on the stage.
They're like bouncing around, like full
bounce.
Oh my.
It was crazy. And then the look on their faces, and then they had to dance around.
I would be mortified.
They had to dance around the chicken cutlets. It was great because all you could do in the
Absolutely
audience
mortified.
was look at them. You're like, they're laying there.
It's like one of those things you can't look, but you can't look away.
No, because you're hoping they don't step on them and trip and fall. That would have been awful too.
Mm-hmm.
It was very funny.
Flat chest and a broken nose.
You're talking about children here. What is wrong with you? Anyway, so those are some of the stories that I have had to deal with this year.
I babysit for some special needs children, and one of them, I've known this family for years. Little boy, 10 years old, has some rare differences in neurologically, and he is nonverbal. So he has a hard time verbally expressing himself. He expresses himself other ways. So we're in the car. I'm driving him to a play gym. We're going to go out for the day and have a little activity to get out of the house. And he has this new thing where he likes to tell you when to skip the song on the radio. He's very opinionated about what he likes to listen to in the car.
But you used to be able to play whatever you wanted.
Oh my
when
gosh,
he was
yes.
little.
Used like country music, I would play like whatever pop station was on. No. Now he likes to be in control, or at least have a say.
So what happens?
So-
If he's nonverbal, how does he let you know?
He goes, nah, because he can't fully pronounce no. So he'll go, nah, if I'm playing a song he doesn't like. And I'll kind of look up in my rearview mirror and I'm like, oh, you don't like that one? He goes, no. And so I switch it.
And then you look at him and you say, I'm the adult. I'll play whatever I want to in this car.
No, that's not how this works. Sweetest little boy ever.
That's what I
Could
would
never do that to him. But anyway, play on this playlist on my Apple Music, just preset, I don't know, Kids Road Trip or something. And it's got a mixture of like maybe some Disney songs and like there's one about like shapes and colors and whatever. And then Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus comes on. And dude puts his hands up. Like the song starts, he starts giggling, and this kid has the funniest giggle. It's very contagious. It makes you just laugh because his giggle is just so, oh my gosh, he's so crazy when he laughs. But then the song comes on and he's like giggling so hard, so I turn it up louder and he's like dancing along to it. He's kind of bopping his like body back and forth. He's in the restraints of his car seat, so obviously he's not full on dancing, but oh, very cute. So now we know that he likes Party in the USA. I have started curating a playlist to play when he's in the car so that I don't have to deal with the nah from the back seat.
Makes sense to me.
Party in the USA was added to that on Friday.
Well, let's move into our first segment of the show. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right.
It's called fake news. Fake news. You are fake news. It's all fake news. Fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. It's my
It's all
favorite
fake
part
news.
of the song.
It didn't happen.
Never happened.
All right. So on Facebook, I've got, as everybody does, the news feed at the bottom. So if you click it, you get these ridiculous stories that come up. And
There's so many.
and most of the time, you have to decode the headline.
It's like clickbait to the max. If you ever thought that you saw like a clickbait story, you didn't see one until you've scrolled through your Facebook news stories.
For sure. So I have the first one. This was the one I thought was just, if you were a reporter, this is definitely how I would have written the headline. Ready? Ex-Yankees slugger replaced by 3-time drug violator who once called himself an addict.
I don't even know what that would be what that news story would be about.
Can you even imagine if you were reading this in a newspaper and like this was the long headline? All right, so let's break this apart. We have an ex-Yankees slugger.
So somebody who used to play baseball for the Yankees.
I got that part. Yep.
Okay, good.
Replaced by a 3-time drug violator.
So somebody who's violated drug policies like 3 times.
Or taken illegal drugs, right?
Taken illegal
so
drugs.
he calls
I like
himself
that.
an addict.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So who do you think this story is about? Do you think it's about somebody well-known or people that you have no idea?
I feel like if it was about somebody well-known, they would have used the name.
Well, they want you to click the article.
I suppose.
Be like, I don't know. So
it could go either way. You know what I mean? Like, if it was somebody well-known, they would use the name. Or they would just be super vague so that you want to know if it's somebody that you know of. You know what I mean?
Well, this story doesn't get any better because the first paragraph of the story says this. After trying to solve their problems at first base with former Yankee slugger Luke Voigt, who was released last week, and Darren Ruff, a former Mets and Phillies first baseman.
Never heard of
We've
either of
already
them.
mentioned Yankees, Voigt, Ruff, Mets, Phillies. That's a lot of information in not even the first sentence.
So if somebody's reading that, what's even going through their head at that point? You know what I mean?
Exactly. The Milwaukee Brewers are gambling on John Singleton, a 3-time drug violator who hasn't played in the majors since 2015.
2015? That's like 8 years ago.
So let's go back to that.
Not only is this fake news, it's outdated news.
So ex-Yankee slugger replaced by 3-time drug violator. So you'd think that this was the Yankees taking the risk on the drug violator.
Oh, is it not?
No, it's the
What?
Brewers. It says it's not. It's such a dumb headline.
They should put something in there about the Milwaukee Brewers. You know what I mean?
Brewers replace first baseman with 3-time drug violator who once called himself an addict. Let me fix the headline for you. This is stupid.
Who published that news story?
NJ.com, which is NewJersey.com.
They're not even... Wait, so...
What is this? Yeah, it's NJ.com. Must be some New Jersey thing. But anyway, what a dumb story. So that's the
stupid.
one that I have to start us off today. Do you have one?
Okay, so mine was also found in my Facebook feed. I found this morning. It's from Pop Sugar.
Oh, very reliable source.
Oh my goodness.
I
Can't
can't wait.
Can't even get started on how reliable it is.
Okay.
Okay, so Dylan Mulvaney proves that bleached eyebrows are still all the rage. First of all, who is Dylan Mulvaney? Do we know?
So there's a picture on this, and Lindsay showed me this before the show. And it's very funny that old people know this and young people don't. But I said, that's a dude.
I thought Dylan Mulvaney was a lady. I was like, her eyebrows look terrible.
So I don't know
And
what
he goes,
bleached eyebrows
Lindsay,
are.
that's a dude. And I was like, no, it's not. And he was like, yes, it is. And I was like, no.
Bud Light. You haven't heard of the Bud Light beer thing?
Yes, I've heard of it, but I didn't know who Dylan Mulvaney was.
Well, he's at the center of it.
Is he?
Yes.
That's news to me.
He also promotes tampons and all these other things he can't use. I mean, I know he can use beer, but he's the spokesperson for Tampax.
No, he's not.
No, he is.
Why?
He's holding up all these things that he's never going to be able to use. Like, the comments on those things are funny because they're like, where is he going to put that? I can't believe you didn't know who that is.
Oh my gosh.
What's a bleached eyebrow, by the way?
So it's when you when you bleach your
Do you
hair.
use real bleach?
I feel like it can, maybe. I don't know. I've never bleached my hair.
That would bleach your skin, you'd think.
Honestly, I have no experience in that field. But when you bleach your hair, like my hair is like brown, like I could bleach it and make it like bleach blonde.
But you're not going to put bleach in it.
But you can. That's what bleach does. There's also like more natural ways to do it. Like you can put like lemon juice in your hair. Like if you put a little bit of lemon juice and like dilute it in water. Spencer used to do that in the summertime. He tried it one year and it made his hair really ugly.
He got tips on his hair. That's Lindsay's brother.
Mm-hmm. He's had some questionable hair decisions.
That's all right. We all have. Well, those who have hair, I guess.
So the article says that... Wait. No, this article says that Dylan Mulvaney is a she.
It's not a she.
It says with her hair.
Because...
With her... Okay. But like
Because
that's why
because
that's why
it's being politically correct.
okay, yes, it's being political.
Socially correct.
Okay.
Whatever you want to say.
But as a person who wasn't familiar,
He's a biological
I
male.
believe you. I believe
know.
you. But I'm saying that's why I thought that Dylan was a girl, because the article calls him a girl. So yes, politically correct, but confusing. But anyway, his hair was slicked back into a spiky bun, like a modern-day Jenna Rink from, quote, 13 going on 30. Mulvaney's nearly invisible brows were the center of attention as she posed for the cameras. That's me reading directly from Pop Sugar. If something is bleached and invisible, how is it the center of attention is what I want to know.
You can't see it.
But so if you can't see it, you can't pay attention to something you can't see.
Right.
You can't touch this.
You can't touch this.
Yeah, you can't have attention focused on something.
But
you
here's
can't
some
see.
more fake news, as it says the same article. Bleached eyebrows have had Hollywood in an unexpected chokehold since last year, with everyone from Vanessa Hudgens to Kylie Jenner
Wait a
hopping
minute.
on the bandwagon.
Wait a minute. Can you read that dramatic part about how America's what?
Bleached eyebrows have had Hollywood in an unexpected chokehold.
Unexpected chokehold. What does that even mean?
It's like people are obsessed with it.
Like
okay, yeah,
hands
literally.
around their
No,
throat?
that's the literal definition.
Why would you use those words? That's
But
stupid.
like, if something has me in a chokehold,
Before that article,
This
you
is
didn't
you
even know
turning
anything
into your
about
dad,
bleached
is that-
eyebrows, right?
I know what a chokehold is, figuratively speaking.
No, I know, but before this article, you didn't know anything about bleached eyebrows, right?
Yeah, so they don't have Hollywood in a chokehold.
Can we talk about Joanne Duggar?
Joy Anna.
What?
Joy Anna.
Oh, it's Joy Anna?
Johanna is another Johanna Duggar is completely different from Joanna Duggar.
I've never seen the dumb show ever in my life.
I grew up watching that show. We watched 17 Kids and Counting, and then we watched 18 Kids and Counting, and then we watched 19 Kids and Counting, and when that got canceled, we watched Counting On. And then recently they had a documentary that I watched called Shiny Happy People.
They're not happy.
Well,
Isn't one of them like a
that's the
predator?
Yes.
How's
Josh
that happy?
is in prison for like 20 years for, I don't know, like child pornography, like on like a work computer or something. It was like serious charges. But they, like this faith that they're part of, the IBLP, they kind of portray themselves as these really happy, like positive people.
The family's a mess.
Indeed. But the documentary was like 4 episodes, and it was kind of exposing how the IBLP like was wrong and wasn't actually teaching the Bible, because they're said to be super religious people, but like they're really not following like the Bible. They're following this other guy named Bill Gothard who has his own issues. And
Is that like a mega church guy?
yeah, pretty much. He kind of claims to be Jesus, and he kind of assumes all of this authority, and he makes all the people follow his teachings. But anyway, I've seen all of it. Grew up obsessed with that family. So what about Joanna Duggar?
Well, I have to tell you, this is from Starcasm.
Ooh,
Another very reliable
very
entertainment source.
reliable.
So Joanna Duggar chose a dangerous name
How
for baby number 3.
dangerous?
That's the headline.
How dangerous?
What would be a dangerous name? I already know you know what the dangerous name is, but if you don't know what the dangerous name is, what
don't even
the
know
heck would be a dangerous name?
I don't even know what a dangerous name would be.
Adolf?
No, even that's not dangerous to me. It's just bad vibes.
Controversial.
Controversial maybe, but not dangerous.
Like that's the only name that even comes to mind that I wouldn't want to name a child.
But it's not dangerous. It's just controversial. It's just bad vibes. You know what I mean? It's not dangerous.
Yeah. So the dangerous name that was chosen, and I had to click the stupid article for and give these people 2 cents.
Gunner.
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 Give me a break. There's nothing controversial about Gunner.
Especially when your Wi-Fi is slow and you're sitting there waiting for it to load, because you just have to know what dangerous number
Now,
3
I will
baby
say
number
this is a
3
very, very darling little child, but
Oh yeah, he's cute.
yeah, Gunner. Not controversial.
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, also from this morning. From the HuffPost. Again, we get really reliable.
Is that a spoof website or do they do real things?
HuffPost?
I don't know.
Maybe they're a spoof. I don't know. They could be. Maybe.
All right, go ahead. What you got?
Okay. Kesha says Seinfeld rejecting her hug in viral encounter was the saddest moment of my life.
Because Seinfeld blew her off?
Yeah, so she met Jerry Seinfeld on a red carpet 6 years ago, and Seinfeld coldly rejected her embrace because he didn't know who she was. But apparently Kesha's an enormous fan of Seinfeld, and the encounter went viral, and she still feels the pain to this day.
Really?
It's not your fault. It's not his fault he doesn't know who you are. He doesn't listen to modern pop music, you know what I mean?
I guess.
He really strikes me for like an oldies kind of guy, you know what I mean? Like listening. I don't know. What would Jerry Seinfeld listen to?
I have no idea.
Definitely not TikTok by Kesha.
No.
Don't stop, make it pop, DJ blow my speakers up.
No, he wouldn't listen to that at all. I don't know what Seinfeld would listen to, but I also know what it's like to be blown off by a celebrity. I have been blown off by many.
Many.
Well, yeah.
Many.
Yeah, I told you my Oliver Robbins story, right?
Who's Oliver Robbins?
He was Robbie in Poltergeist.
Oh, Poltergeist. You watched that movie with me.
I made a little film about that,
Mm-hmm.
And so I tried to get Oliver Robbins to be on the in the documentary, and he at first was all like, "Sure, I'll do whatever I can to help you." And then when it came to him to do the interview, he's like,
ugh.
"No, run this by my agent, blah blah blah." And then he blocks me on Facebook.
Agent my ass.
This is a family show.
Sorry.
Yeah, he blocked me on Facebook, and then just stopped returning any of my messages. Of course, then my producer went and found him at one of these horror conventions and approached him about the subject, and he's just like, "Yeah, I don't really got that many stories to tell."
I mean, I'm sure you could think of something.
I'm sure he could. He gave plenty of interviews about it. So I know what it's like to be blown off by a celebrity. But speaking of celebrities not blowing you off, did you know that you could pay thousands of dollars to have celebrities follow you on Instagram?
You showed me this news story, and I literally thought it was fake news.
How shallow do you have to be?
But like,
this is a Charity Buzz auction. Now, I've seen these before. Do you remember that show Dog with a Blog?
I watched that show religiously when I was a kid.
So is Francesca Capaldi related to that Louis Capaldi, the singer?
No.
You know that for sure?
I could Google that.
All right, you Google that while I tell the story. Because she also is willing to follow you on Instagram if you donate to charity. Now, the worth of this, and I don't know who Ashley Benson is, but she was the most recent person to follow you on Instagram. The estimate value of them following your page, $5,000.
Ashley Benson was in 13 Going on 30.
Who cares? That movie was like 10 years ago.
And she was in Bring It On.
That movie was like 20 years ago.
She was in Pretty Little Liars. She was in Pretty Little Liars.
Right,
that was like
recent.
that was a bigger role for her.
Who the heck is paying? Like the current bid at the time that I checked out this auction was already at $1,050 for Ashley Benson to follow you on Instagram. I think that's stupid.
Yeah, Francesca Capaldi is not related to Louis Capaldi, by the way.
If you're no.
But like also like why do you want a celebrity just to follow you? Like the celebrity doesn't know who you are, has no investment in your life, like probably never checks their own personal like account. You know what I mean? They have people for that. Like Kim Kardashian, I doubt is posting her own posts on Instagram. She has people for that. And me personally, I never post on my Instagram, maybe twice a year.
Well, see, we have an Instagram for the show that we'll post on, but we're certainly not like trying to get celebrity likes.
But like for me personally, I'm not about to like care who likes or sees.
You don't check to see who's liked all your posts?
Nope. Don't care. I post twice a year. And honestly, Instagram changed all of its algorithms. So like whenever I post now, like I used to get like, I don't know, like 150 likes on a post. I don't get like barely 100 anymore because the Instagram, your main feed is just all ads now. You know what I mean? So like your friends like posts, it doesn't even show up.
But that's
like,
the same thing that Facebook turned into.
It's so stupid.
You used to be able to see all the pictures of your friends.
I just want to see my family members. I want to see my Aunt Linda's raccoon dressed up in sports gear.
Wait a minute. There's a lot to unpack there. You have an aunt with a raccoon?
My aunt has a great aunt. Loves animals. She has multiple horses.
I just want to hear about the raccoon.
She has a few skunks.
What?
True story.
Do they have the stinkers in them?
No, she removes the stinkers.
Do they live in the house?
Yes.
We have to have her on the podcast.
Let me just text Aunt Linda. Yeah, skunks. She's got like 3 raccoons. She brings them on the annual up north trip. There's pictures of everybody. The skunks get passed around. Everybody holds the skunks.
Okay, that's weird.
Apparently they're sweet animals, but I would never touch it.
I might touch it once. To say that I did. I mean, I pet a
I guess
porcupine.
I held a snake one time.
Oh, I will never do that.
Like it was like those big. I don't even know what they're called. The big snakes and
That you win at a carnival?
No.
Stuffed?
No,
kidding.
I also have one of those though. No, like the big snakes that like you see at like a zoo. I don't know. There was like a trainer who brought them into my elementary school, and all the kids got to hold it around their
I'm not
neck
gonna
for like
do
a
that.
half a second.
I'm not going to do that.
Fine.
Where were we before we talked about animals?
We were
Oh, yeah. You were telling me.
Instagram stories.
Yeah,
I
back
want
to-
to see Facebook posts about my Aunt Linda's skunks and her raccoons. I want to see Instagram posts that my friends post. I don't care about the latest skincare company coming out with new products that I need to be advertised to. I don't care. I don't follow anyone on Instagram that I don't personally know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't follow celebrities, don't follow brands, don't follow any of that stuff because I don't care.
So I did do a documentary, as you know, about a dead child celebrity. And there's a person on Instagram who made a page about this celebrity. And she is like in her early 20s. This person passed away 35 years ago. So you've never been on Earth at the same time in which you breathed air with this person. Yet you're infatuated with the fact that this person died in the way they died. And it's like, first of all, that's weird.
A little creepy, a little morbid.
Yeah. And she posts details about the final day of this kid's life all the time. And then, but this goes back to our story of having celebrities like your stuff on Instagram. She's like, she'll post these, what do they call the things at the top, the stories that go away after a while? Yeah. So she'll post that. She'll post all the people who liked her posts. Oliver Robbins liked this, and this person from this TV show liked it, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
Who cares?
oh my God, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
So nobody will care if you have that person following you on TikTok, and they're not even going to like your crap anyway. They'll probably, you know, on Facebook, how you can do like stay following them, but don't look at any of their stuff.
Yeah, you're like friends with them, but you don't.
You can't see any of their
them.
stuff.
It
It's
doesn't
gonna be
show
like
up in your
that.
feed. You know what I mean?
It's going to be like that.
They're gonna ignore you.
Yeah. So, do you have anything else for this initial launch of the podcast?
I don't know. I feel like we gotta save all of our good news or our good stories for future episodes.
Hopefully there are more future episodes. All right. So that's the episode for this week. Come back next week for another round of conversations to help you not become your dad. This has been
Help!
I'm Turning Into My Dad.